3 things you can do to help improve your mood, help overcome depression, and start taking back control of your life and your happiness. First, number one thing is to get outside. Get outside and get that sunshine. I like to ground, and I highly recommend you do as well. It's the act of putting your bare feet into the earth, whether that's grass, whether that's sand, whether that's dirt, whether that's water. As long as it's not concrete or asphalt or something like that, it's going to be beneficial to you. Now, why is this beneficial? Well, the earth naturally has a frequency of 432 hertz, and when we're grounding, our body is actually tuning into that frequency and getting ourselves back on track, back on the circadian rhythm. And it's really important that our bodies operate at a certain frequency, because honestly, we're very energetic beings. We as humans, and actually all life on this planet is all energy. That's really what they've discovered through quantum physics, is that even below the atoms and protons and neutrons and electrons, there's little quantum particles that are just energy, and that's what makes up everything. So everything is energy. But that's why it's so important that we re-energize through the earth. We're essentially batteries, and we've lost our charges, and we need to go and recharge ourselves within the earth. So get outside 10 to 15 minutes a day. It could be 5-minute periods. If you can just make it out in 5 minutes, go outside for 5 minutes, put your feet in the grass for 5 minutes, come back inside, go back out another 5 minutes, an hour or 2 hours later. Very beneficial. Okay, let's move on to number 2. That's inside. Number 2 thing you can do to help increase your health, increase your mental attitude, help address depression, and just make it so you're healthier just in general, is going to be filtering your water. The water that you drink is so important. And what I do is I actually go a whole nother route. So first, we got this basic Brita water filter. This is good for getting out some chlorine, honestly. That's really all it's good for, helping get out some things that won't get out through our distillation process. Then we use this little guy here, our distiller. You can tell it's actually just ran. There's a ring on the bottom there, that little gray ring. That gray ring, or kind of brownish, grayish ring, that is actually what's left behind after we run our distiller. It's essentially, it could be chlorine, it could be anything that's not going to be boiled out of the water, right? Because really all the distiller is a really hot encapsulated tube that boils the water, and then when the water evaporates, it turns into steam, right? Goes up and gets condensed down through the top part here, and then it drips on down into our containers. So we have 3 different containers for the distiller, and we make our own distilled water. We don't trust the water supply. We don't want fluoride on our water, and in our location, fluoride's definitely within the water. So I definitely highly recommend you look at your own location. Just go, wherever you are. Let's say you're Parker, Colorado, or San Antonio, Texas. Just go to Google, type in San Antonio water supply, and you can go look and see what's added into the water supply. It won't tell you everything that's in there, but it will tell you what they actually intentionally add. And a lot of times they intentionally add fluoride for your teeth, but it's been proven that it's actually super harmful for your body to be ingesting. Fluoride can pass the blood-brain barrier and can actually cause damage within your brain, and it calcifies your pineal gland. Your pineal gland is, and this is where it's really important, your pineal gland is actually the part of your mind that helps produce serotonin and melatonin. Serotonin is your happy, awake chemical that's produced during the day, and melatonin is produced when you're starting to get sleepy, when nighttime's coming around. And this part of the mind usually starts doing it based off your circadian rhythm. And your circadian rhythm is your day-night cycle. So if you have a messed up day-night cycle, you don't actually go to sleep with the sun and wake up with the sun, that could be something that's addressed. And that brings me to my next point, is sleep. You need to get at least 8 hours of deep, restful sleep. If you're waking up and you're still tired, either you've slept way too much, which is usually not the case for most people, or you've underslept, or you didn't get the amount of deep sleep that you wanted to get. And that could be for a couple different reasons. Maybe your mind was too hyperactive and you weren't able to get into that deep restful sleep. Maybe you got woken up multiple different times. Some things that can help with sleep. One, work out early in the morning. They did a study showing that working out early in the morning compared to the afternoon or nighttime, much more helpful. So definitely work out in the morning. It'll help get you a better night's sleep. Something else you can do, start watching the sunrise and the sunset. If you can start to do that, that's gonna help reset your circadian rhythm. So if you're used to going to bed really late and waking up really late, this can help reset your body and get yourself back into the state that you really should be in as humans, right? And then another thing you can do is start to cut off the TV, start to cut off the screens an hour or two before bed. If you're not willing to do that, get yourself some blue light blocking glasses. That can help a lot because the blue light is actually a signal to our mind that it's still daytime and you won't get as sleepy then. You can also, there's some filters on your phone or computer you can do. I'm not sure how well they work compared to the glasses, honestly, but it's still an option. I still use those ones as well. So something else you can do as well, there's a sour tart cherry. Concentrated sour tart cherry juice specifically, that'd be really helpful for you to be able to fall asleep. It actually has the precursor for melatonin production. So when you drink this, 30 minutes to an hour before bed, it's going to help your body start producing melatonin, which is, like I said before, it's your sleepy time, relaxed chemical, which can be really helpful for you getting a deep night's sleep. So if you can do those three things, it's going to start to change your life drastically. Get outside, do some grounding, avoid putting sunscreen and sunglasses on, and just get some sunlight. Don't do it like a crazy amount. Get like 5 to 15 minutes of sunlight and go back in. And start building your body's natural ability to be able to be out in the sunlight without the protection of sunscreen or sunglasses or all those things, right? And the reason why you want to do that is you can absorb all that vitamin D, which is helpful for boosting mood and for so many other things. Then filter your water, get all the fluoride, get all the chlorine out, and make sure that you're going to be able to protect your mind, protect your pineal gland, and really your body's going to operate more efficiently when you have a better source of water within your life. So look into what's in your tap water. Next is, go get some 8 hours of sleep. And those are the three things: sunlight, water, sleep. There's more I could talk about, but we'll just keep it there.